just hate me?
And the next obvious statement is, I just hate you, everyone knows that. I thought you were going to say something else equally obvious. Fish get wet.
So I tell you what
Chickens
else gets
lay eggs.
wet? Me. Because I shower. Unlike the scent of a man.
That was every bit as disconcerting to experience as it probably looked. I'll just say.
But check out this. I've got an erection now.
What we thought we'd do, seeing this was the first time in a while AIDzee's here, actually relive memories. For anyone who knows, he always complains that I just throw shit on the floor after a video shoot.
And he does.
And I have actually shown that to be true in a couple of videos.
And we're going to again.
Yeah. But I write notes. I don't write scripts for Wank About Wednesday, Totally Fucked Up Friday. I write notes, and they're key things to remember things. And they're all just lying on the floor, and some of them have literally been there for more than a year.
That's true story.
And
I can feel the grit under my fingernails now.
we thought we'd have a little trip down memory lane and see if we could, and this was actually suggested to me by a friend online, and go see
That's
if,
real.
Yeah, there is actually grit from the floor on the
Ew.
envelopes holding, and he's a germphobe, so this
I'm
is
not a
pretty funny.
germphobe per se. I'm just live in the 21st century where we have cleaning products.
So we've got notes that have not been looked at for an that's also disconcerting.
That's really dandruff.
So we've got some notes that have been lying on the floor for God knows how long, and we've got to try and work out what they were about, or make up something they're about, or maybe just make a haiku out of them. I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know. Did something die on that one?
Yes. Squid. Severe pain in pricking foreign body sensory. 12 spermatoplause semen delivery.
I remember that. No. Spermatophores and semen delivery. It's if you have squid, particularly if it's not well cooked and it hasn't been cleaned out properly. Squid have a psychotic method of inseminating. Males fire these fucking darts at females that explode out with little semen darts when they go inside. And if they don't clean the squid properly when you eat it, and this is often a problem in Japanese cooking when it's raw or semi-raw.
Dirty.
And you eat it and the spermatophores are still in there, and you bite, and they can basically explode in your face, and you get all these barbed spermatophores just shooting into your cheek because you bit into them.
Like
and it's
Pop Rocks with attitude.
they should market it like that. That one I remember. I'm looking at the next one, and that is not ringing any bells. What are those words?
9-year-old, no seconds. Council.
Relative. Yeah. I don't know. It's my handwriting, and I don't know what the word is. I think I have a boxing background, and that's the person who backs you up. And so I think there was fighting in a council daycare centre, and they said the 9-year-olds could keep their fight club, but there were no seconds allowed.
Funny junk.
That's a bizarre one. I do remember that. Funny Junk is one of those sites that reposts photos and stuff. Funny Junk the people who run it are a pack of fucking arseholes. Because they don't just take stuff off people's websites, they deliberately remove the identifying marks and don't attribute it. I don't mind if someone puts my stuff on another website if they attribute it to me.
Is that
the oatmeal?
Yeah, but is it the same people who do the Flash cartoons, and they're called Eborm's World?
Eborm's World was actually the first that I can think of that did this, that just took stuff off other people
and sprayed out.
Yeah. And the wankers, and they had a run-in with a really good original creator who creates under the name The Oatmeal, and he said, "Can you please stop taking my stuff, because it's kind of a dick move as well as being against the law." And their lawyer, Charles Carrion, who tried to countersue him, he said, "You harassed us when you said stop being arseholes," and we discovered to our horror when the administrators of Funny Junk basically tried to rally their group of fuckheads to hack on the Oatmeal, they came to the horrible realization the Oatmeal had more fans than they did. And they got some blowback. And this idiot lawyer tried to countersue him, and it went really bad. I think that was probably just the first time I reported it on, because there was a couple of follow-ups.
Gillard.
Yeah, sure.
No, yeah, sure.
Who knows? So many stories about Gillard.
Maybe that was Gillard's going to be the Prime Minister. Yeah, sure.
Probably, yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. Coronation chicken. I remember bits of that. The Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Yeah.
Someone had come up with a dish they called coronation chicken, and it was fucking cold, and it was just the epitome of horrible English quote-unquote cuisine.
Yeah.
Awful. This one I just wrote the whole thing out because it was important.
A Bunnings employee who allegedly threatened to shoot everyone in the store while impersonating John Wayne has lost his unfair dismissal claim.
There's sometimes I write the whole thing out. That was word for word from the news article because it's so fucking priceless.
Highland Gregham Gangs Bangkok.
No, remember that's Thailand Gangnam gangs. In Thailand, they actually had gang fights where they're all doing Gangnam style at each other. That was how they were settling gang fights, but it was getting out of control in some of the bars in Bangkok, and they were trying to ban them from doing it because it was devolving into fisticuffs.
A Japanese asexual illustrator.
Yeah, who knows what that was.
Come on!
Heil Hitler and Elmo. Again, this is just a series of words that I think we shouldn't try to interpret. AIDzee should just read them as a haiku, just as a poem.
Olympics. Wi-Fi Polry. Eddie Maguire, shut up. Fisting. Grossly offensive, disgusting, likely to result in serious injury to a person's arms,
Breasts.
breasts, or
Oh, no, that's anus, breasts, or genitals.
anus I could understand, but I thought it said arms. I mean, I was thinking more the anus was the problem there.
That's if someone's got really strong rectal muscles, they could hurt
oh,
your
my
arm.
my arm. Really? You're complaining? Come on.
As an abstract poem, this one follows on from fisting quite well. I don't even remember what this is about. Naked, defecating, masturbating Florida. Huffing naked guy who wants some. Stress pool, Blackpool. I do remember that. A guy got sacked from the stress ball factory in Blackpool and went fucking mental.
He went postal at the stress ball factory, yeah.
And which just goes to prove that stress balls are fucking useless. I want to finish with this, but we could keep going for hours. These are all over the floor.
We really
and
could.
I just threw these ones back again. We might even have another video where we clean up.
We should have a box where we put these.
Yeah, for future, for memories.
Yeah.
We might do that.
And once 6 months, we'll put our hand in and
Lucky
pick out a
dip
lucky
style.
dip. Yeah.
And see if we can concoct an entire...
Yeah.
I think we'll just finish with this one because I love, again, the words that I write down on pieces of paper.
Yeah.
I know this was the lead up to nominating a new pope, and some people were suggesting that the pope might be black. He was the first Latin American pope, so that was the thing. But the guy from Ghana, Peter Turkson, was one of the early ones, but he didn't get the job.
No.
And there's also a Spanish priest. This guy. This was the second half of the story. At the same time, there's a Spanish priest called Andres Torres, who was going to be excommunicated for being gay, and he was saying he was celibate. He's saying if he was given the option, he'd bang the boys, but he was celibate, so you can't touch him.
And he's been celibate since 15, so really,
but
you can't ever be gay if you've never had either way.
When someone wanted to excommunicate him and throw him out, an actual quote from him that said, like, I'm not gay, you can't prove it. He actually fronted up to a tribunal and said, let them measure my anus and see if it's dilated.
Yeah.
And I think there's something in that for all of us.
For all of us. Really.
Almost any situation. I recommend at your next workplace performance review, if you're still at school, at a parent-teacher night, no matter what you're being pulled up for, you can derail the whole process.
Put up your finger and say, look, panel, ladies, gentlemen, members of the panel, people assembled here, let them measure my anus and see how dilated I am, and then make up their minds.
And right about then, the hearing's going to come to an end, I think.
Yeah.
So that's how to take control of the situation. We'll close off with that. Our tip for you today, that's how to manage any awkward situation. Make it so awkward, people just want to get the fuck away from you.
That's right.
I'm not saying that's what we do.
No.
All the time.
No. Do you want to see my anus?
And measure the dilation?
Well, I'll deck myself and they can see. They
No,
can choose.
I think we'll put that on our RedTube channel.
Are you going to cut it before?
Oh, yes.
Are you sure?
I
Make
really...
him not cut it before and You could probably see some grafts as well.
Yeah, no, I think that'll be on
That's
AIDzee's
probably more
specialty
offensive than
channel
the
on
anus.
RedTube.
Weird, isn't it?
The scarring is probably
Anus
going to
is
put a few more
nicer
people off.
than the scarring.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'll just get my pants down.
We're leaving. I'll see you later.
Well, if he does the rude thing and cuts before, I love you, and you should subscribe to Angry's channel because he's good.
And we will see you later.
Indeed.
Bye now.
See yous.